at and make the changes that I think are needed.
Thank you so much, Matt and Dan. I'm going to have to cut you off, but we're going to throw over to an interview for Disabled Students Officer with Liam in Studio Blue.
Yeah, I am going to be talking to both Victoria and Rowan about the disabled students, and they are the candidates. Let's find out a bit more about what the disabled student does.
Disabled Students Officer. The Disabled Students Officer is responsible for representing disabled students. They promote awareness of accessibility and welfare issues for disabled students on campus and campaign to make university an accessible and inclusive environment. So,
Victoria, you are rerunning, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
And Rowan, you're first year.
Yes.
Currently moving in. Yeah, if you just keep it close to the mic. Have you, Victoria, given Rowan any advice about what he should expect as he comes into the role?
Yeah, so Rowan came in as a fresher, and from kind of the start of term, Rowan was really, really engaged. And I thought, I definitely want to rerun. And we had by-elections quite soon into freshers because we had no committee left to us. And Rowan immediately picked up half the roles, to be honest. Treasurer, secretary, did everything. And I thought this is just such an incredible, we work so well together, and I thought we should definitely run together. So we've been working on it over this last term with sort of training everyone up and training up our new committee.
Well, that sounds really good. What are you proud of that you've achieved so far?
Oh, gosh. Honestly, so much. We've honestly just been spending the year steadily. We've tried to increase our socials. So one of the biggest issues for disabled students is loneliness. And by having socials, students can meet other students with disabilities. We've increased the network by tons with more members. And, just meetings, lobbying the uni, going to all the really, really boring meetings, but being able to make such wins with estates. And one of our really recent wins was getting estates to pass a new policy about red emergency cords.
Oh, yeah. I was actually keeping up with that on Facebook because you're very
awesome.
You're quite a prolific Facebook activist as well. You message about what you do. But this is a question that I've got for Rowan.
All right.
Liberation networks like the Disabled People's Network, they often aim to be intersectional, and one group that received a lot of attention is trans students.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to ask how you'll ensure that trans people are specifically, and how they're made to feel comfortable in that network.
So I myself am trans, and I'm the trans non-binary convener on the LGBTQ plus committee. So I've had a lot of experience in trans-related issues, and I think I've corrected you on a few things in the past. And I just want to basically educate people, and I think also run socials between each of the committees as well, to make sure that we all work as one big happy family, really.
That sounds great. What do you think that the both of you can achieve that it might be harder just by yourself, because you're running as a pair?
Yeah, I feel like with the concept of Disabled Students Officer in the first place, it's important to have other people around you who can help, because obviously there's a higher chance of getting ill or fatigued or anything like that. But as a pair, I think I'm very good at social media, and I'm good at organising people, whereas Rowan is much more of a doer, so Rowan will go out and do the things, at least in my experience.
Yes, I remember was it last? No, it must have been this time. I was in the estate's office 3 days on the road, just badgering them to get something done.
Oh, they love that at the estate's office.
Oh, I think I'm really popular over there at the moment.
Yeah, if anyone from estates is listening right now, I'm sorry, but please listen to us.
Yes, please do.
That's what. Are you trying to improve your relationship with, groups like estates?
I would like to have a good relationship, but at the end of the day, we've got a job to do, and that job comes first.
Our biggest problem at the moment is that it's 2020 and we still don't have basic access to things at university. There are automatic doors that don't work, which means people physically can't get into buildings. There are disabled loos that are not fit for purpose, meaning that disabled students can't even experience their day at uni properly. And things like getting rid of plastic straws mean that some disabled students can't even have a drink in a campus bar. And it's, like I say, it's 2020 and we still can't have these basic things. So we really want to work hard with the uni, and I've been attending working groups. There's a working group called Accessibility Working Group with all different parts of uni sort of thing and different people invited. So working hard on getting everyone on the same page and realising that, hey, these small things aren't actually small things. They're a really big part of our lives.
I've got quite a few disabled friends on campus, and they do find that it is a struggle trying to get around and constantly having to plan days in advance for events that they want to attend.
Yeah. So we'd also like to make sure that there's a lot more information given to students. We want students to be able to get all of the information about accessibility on campus, all events they need to know if they can go and stuff like that. So
Right.
we're quite passionate about that.
Thank you very much, both of you. And we're going to be going back to Studio Red.
Thank you, Liam. And I'm here with Matt Johnson.